Yeah, I think that they were kind of cheating, thinking that Leo was going to pick up the puck, and he did. And I was able to kind of gain some speed. He made a nice play to me, and then kind of caught their D flat-footed there. So I was happy for that one to go in, and yeah, felt pretty good.
It seemed like I don't know if tentative, but to start, there wasn't a lot going on in that game until that happened. Did you feel like you guys needed that?
Yeah, I mean, I thought the boys were ready from the start. We obviously knew it was at stake tonight, so probably a little bit of nerves. But once we kind of got settled in, we played our game and kind of rolled all 4 lines and got going there and never looked back.
5-on-5, you score 5 goals and only giving up 10 shots for the first 50 minutes. I'll be pretty happy with both ends at 5-on-5.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, that's how we need to play to win games. It's a big performance from us in a crucial time. So, yeah, I think it's a great game to learn off of and kind of keep that momentum going for tomorrow.
Excuse me, sorry. Build confidence. This is a couple things you've been looking for in this series. It's 5-on-5 time and to stop their push. You accomplished both of those tonight. Does that carry over to Game 7?
Yeah, 100%. You know, I think we've got off to some good stretches there and then kind of let them back into it overall in the series. And tonight was we played a full 60. Got off to a hot start, got some goals, and even when they came back, made it 1-1. We didn't waver at all. We kept to our game. So
converting on your chances is something that you guys have been talking about because you've controlled the play for a lot of it. To break through like this, is that a big deal, even carrying forward?
Yeah, it's huge. Yeah, we obviously really liked the way we played tonight, but kind of short memories. We got a lot at stake next game, and Game 7 in Van, so that's kind of what we're focusing on now.
Scored a goal like that in college or junior?
I've had some nice ones in my day, but
like
definitely.
Connor-esque.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd compare myself to Connor, but I've had some good ones in my day. But that one definitely felt good.
When after the trade deadline happened, the day that you were assigned, I think Vander Kane had a little chat with you in the hallway there. What was kind of his message to you then? And now you're playing on his line, scoring huge goals in the second round of the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If you told me when I got sent down that I'd be where I am right now, I don't know. I think you're. I don't know. I wouldn't really believe you, but. Yeah, Kenny's been great to me. He just told me keep my head up high, learn as much as I can, and then he said he'll see me soon. So, in a sense, I guess he was right, and it's just it's pretty cool playing on his line and with him and Leo. You
were really excited after that goal went in, and it looked like he almost was calming you down. Like you have to keep playing. I saw him give you that sign.
Yeah, honestly, I thought he was firing me up. He was kind of giving me a fist bump, kind of punching me, and got me going a bit. So, but yeah, it's fun playing with him and fun playing with Leo too.
What's the mindset going into Game 7? How do you carry this into the?
Yeah, I think we all are pumped about the way we played, but like I said before, it's kind of short memories. You know, momentum doesn't really carry over game to game. We got to focus on the next game, get off to a good start, and just play the way we can.
For you, it'll be your first NHL playoff Game 7. I know it's 2 days away, but how exciting do you think it's going to be?
Yeah, it's going to be great. Yeah, atmosphere is going to be great. It'll be just super exciting overall, and just hopefully be able to get some sleep before the game.
Dylan, what's it, speaking of your other line mate, Draisaitl, what's it like to play with him when he's doing what he's doing? 100th?
Yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable to be a part of and just watch, honestly. He's been such a key piece for us, and it seems like every moment we need him, he brings it, and yeah, he's just an absolute beast so far in the playoffs.
The way he scored that goal.
Yeah, I mean, that was an electric goal. I think obviously the way that the building lit up, it feeds into the bench and our game, and you know, he's made some huge plays over the course of the playoffs so far.
Darnell, did you feel this game was in you, it was coming, because you guys have played so well for such long stretches? It was really exciting.
Yeah, I mean, I thought we got to our game early and kind of just stuck with it. We coming out of the first, I think we just wanted to get back to playing fast and getting some ozone time. So it was a good game from that perspective, and we applied the pressure, and let's get now on the next one.
Darnell, 5-on-5 really controlled the game, but also the penalty coach. You can kind of talk about both groups for your team tonight and how important both were.
Yeah, I think obviously 5-on-5. The team that we're playing in Vancouver, they have a really good even strength game, and come out anyway. So for us to be able to get to our 5-on-5 game and play strong throughout the night was huge. And then obviously the PK, it's whenever you're called upon at this time of the year, you want to go out there and make an impact. And I thought Nuge, Desi, and Eki there on that 5-on-3, that was a huge 5-on-3 kill for us. So, throughout the night, just whenever it was called upon, we were able to show up.
This is a huge response after losing Game 5. What does it say about this group to respond this way with their season on the line?
Yeah, I mean, we're a resilient group. A lot of guys we've been in this situation before, and you got to ride the highs and lows of the playoffs and just try to stay as even keel as possible. And it was good for us, but all we did was give ourselves a chance to play one more game, and we got to bring the same mindset to Vancouver on Monday.
Final minutes there.
Just trying to help my teammates. Keener had a guy on top of him, and I think the referees were blocking his arms, and he was getting punched in the face. So we just try to help him out. So yeah, but it's playoffs. There's lots of emotions, and I thought we responded pretty well tonight.
Really pivotal part of tonight's game was maybe killing that 5-on-3.
Yeah.
What were you kind of seeing out there?
I think the big part of that 5-on-3 was Skinner. I think he was solid. Every save he made on that 5-on-3, he made them look pretty easy. And I think starting with a huge face-off by Nuge was great for us. Ekholm's got so much experience. He's so good defensively, and his stick is great. So it was a big kill for us.
You didn't have a lot of work tonight, but he really seemed to take
I think he didn't have that many shots, but the shots he had were in a grade A, and lots of screen shots, which are pretty hard to find for a goalie. And I'm not surprised the way he played tonight. He's our goalie. He's great, and I think he proved tonight that we can trust him.
You made a really good blocker save with Hughes on the 5-on-3 screen right at the end of the period.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
Lots of people in front of him.
Yeah.
Vinny, just overall, in terms of this response after losing Game 5 to come back with the season on the line in this way, what does it say about the team?
This group has been through lots of adversity throughout the season, and we're even though we have a lot of skill, I think we're hard workers, and if we can match their compete level, I think Game 7 is going to be a good one for us.
You did a good job, like their top couple of lines, and there weren't a lot of really quality looks tonight. What's the difference from the other night to tonight? Were you allowed that?
I think we were a little bit more physical. I think we blocked some important shots at important times. And I think we played as a unit of 5. As I think Game 5, we were a little bit more disconnected. But I think we stayed calm. It was a tight game for the first 2 periods. We stayed calm. We stayed composed. They were buzzing a little bit in the 3rd period there. We stayed calm. We didn't panic. Stu made some big saves, and then we went on the offense. We scored another one, and then we just took it away.
This team does seem to find another gear in situations like
this.
Is that a source of confidence for you guys?
Yeah, for sure. When you have guys in this locker room that, like I said, they're so talented, but they're winners. They want to win. They're winners. They're here to win, and it showed tonight, and it's going to show again on Monday.
Pretty solid team game. A lot of guys stepped up. But what do you think about your superstars tonight? The way that a lot of points from those guys. A lot of
Yeah, they were great. They were amazing, and but other than the points, like little hits and dumping the puck at the right time instead of trying to make a play. That's playoff hockey, and that we need everyone all 4 lines to play like that at times. And it's awesome to see guys finish their hits, and they're leaders, and they proved it tonight.
What were you thinking about Holloway's goal? Man, that's a great
I've been all over him for 2 or 3 days, two or 3 games, saying that he's going to score, that it's right there, and that he's going to keep shooting.
Just didn't know
and I'm not going to lie, I didn't think it was going to be that nice of a goal. I thought it was going to be a little shot or something, but he's such a good player. He's so talented. He works so hard. I'm not surprised to see him score a nice goal like that, and I don't think it's the last one.
We needed your A game to beat these guys. How close do you think that was to your A game?
Yeah, I thought we played a pretty solid game. Our breakouts are much better. Our forecheck was much better. Our puck management, defensive details. We had the puck a lot more than we did in Vancouver, just because we were able to make plays and we weren't sitting back. We kind of laid an egg in the Game 5, and I don't think Vancouver's very proud of how they played tonight. We can feel happy about it, but their game was probably very similar to what we did in Game 5. So it's going to be important that we even ramp it up even more for Game 7.
You had a few guys with multi-point efforts, but Vincent Desharnais said that what was most impressive to him, points aside, was their attention to detail and doing the right things at the right time. What did you think about that, and how, the structure and attention to detail from everyone tonight?
Yeah, I thought it was good. I thought we, like I said, I thought we broke the puck out a lot better than we did the other night. But that's not just on the defenseman's hands making that first pass. It's for the forwards getting in position and his partner to be talking. Those little subtleties. I thought we did a lot better job tonight.
Coach, I think Game 2 and 3, you allowed 3 power play goals. Since then, you've shut down Vancouver's power play tonight. Quite a few good efforts on the penalty kill, including the 5-on-3. What do you think's been the difference?
Well, I thought our killers did a really good job. Some key blocks. I think Stu made some nice saves in the second period, especially on the 5-on-3. There was a one-timer. He got his blocker out there. I just think all of them guys are connected. That's how we want to play. We want to play a connected game, 5-on-5, and I think that's very evident in the penalty kill. On when one guy's pressuring, if that guy's pressuring, everyone else knows what he's doing, where he's pushing the puck, and it's just nice to see that they're on their toes and they're playing fast.
Neither team has won 2 in a row in this series to this point. Do you feel like you can carry this momentum into Game 7, or do you feel like each game is kind of its own thing?
Every game is its own. It's the only momentum happens is from maybe a shift to shift. Other than that, there's no momentum. For us having an opportunity to win Game 7 in Vancouver, we're going to have to play well. They're going to be much, much better than they were tonight. We can feel good about it, but they're going to be a much different team in Game 7 than they were in 6.
Kris, I'm wondering if you could take us into the mindset of your team before the game. Usually with so much on the line, there's 2 types of teams, nerves or teams that thrive in games like this. Where do you think your team came out?
I don't think there was any nerves. I think they handled it very well. I think a lot of they've been in a lot of big games, through the years, the LA series, and they were in they've been in through elimination games. They know what it's about, and ultimately it's about just playing your game as best as you can. It's not finding something after 90-some games. We're going to be doing something different. It's just making sure you execute best you can.
From Cam, I wanted to know about coaching, sense of urgency, but also calm at the same time. How you can get both those things from.
I'm calm because I'm confident in my players. If they weren't composed and ready to play, I'd probably be a little more worried about how the game was going to play out. But they talk about coaches make their teams calm. I think my players make me calm. So I have a lot of confidence in them. They'll come up and step up and play well. Well, they did.
How would you describe sort of the way it was going for your group before Holloway found that goal, and how much did that help kind of ease whatever strain they were feeling?
It was nice to see, obviously, getting that goal. 5-on-5 offense has been pretty tough to come by through this series because they've defended very well and not given us room. But, I thought we had a good start. The first few shifts I thought we got off to the right start. I know McDavid line had some chances, shot attempts. Then I guess the one thing I didn't like was got away from that momentum was the penalties that we took. Had a couple kills, gave them an opportunity, but fortunately for us, our penalty kill came up big.
Kris, you put in Sam Carrick his first game of this series. What did you think of him?
Loved him. I thought he was huge, and it was tough making that lineup change. It's been tough keeping Sam out of the lineup as long as we have. And our fourth line had been playing so well with Janmark, DR, Brownie, and we trusted them with a lot of key situations. And we just moved our lines around a little bit, and with Sammy, it didn't drop off at all. And another thing that he gave us was very key on the faceoffs. Won a lot of defensive zone faceoffs.
Yeah, you had him on 12 draws. I think it was 58%. Also, added a physical element. Vancouver's being the team more physical. I know you've had the puck a little bit more, but did you need that element a little bit and him on the boards and being physical?
Yeah, I thought he won a lot of battles. He drew a penalty. Had some hits. So he did exactly what we expect of him. So it was a nice addition tonight.
Kris, I'm just curious. There was a lot of discussion coming into tonight about McDavid having just had 1 assist in the 3 games leading into Game 6. And the way that he managed to help you create the second and the third goal tonight, whether it was creating a turnover, using the speed on the forecheck, I mean, it's not stuff off the rush. It's sort of playoff stuff. I mean, does that continue to impress you, even though you've been around it for so long?
It does. It shouldn't. I've seen it so often, but it does impress me. That work ethic, the relentlessness, making some plays. I know on the power play, he stripped. Plays looked like they were done. He stripped the opposition, stole the puck. 5-on-5. Hunting down pucks, just doing a lot of those little things. And obviously, you see the unbelievable passes and the line rushes, things that he can do with the puck. But those little details are very important, and that's also what makes him special.
With the way Game 5 turned on their forecheck, and sort of in the first period, it looked like they were able to get on top of your D a bit. Where did it flip in your mind? Was it just a matter of playing faster, or were there adjustments to be made there?
Well, it's easier in the second period if you are playing well to continue having momentum just because of the long change. It makes a huge difference, and that's probably the biggest time of when there's momentum shifts is in the second period, because of one line has a good shift in the second period, most likely the next line's going to have a good one because just of getting fresh bodies, and the other team's in a position where they're vulnerable on the changes, and so that helped us in the second.
Kris, how difficult was it to tell a guy who's played over 200 playoff games, Corey Perry, he was not playing tonight?
Very difficult, especially what he provides to our team, and not only the on-ice product, but also helping out the rest of the team. The composure, the motivating, the intangibles, all the things that don't show up on a score sheet. Corey brings a lot of that, and we just need to make a little adjustment, try to do something differently. And we talked about adding something to our lineup that Sam was able to do, but very difficult taking him out.
And your power play has not scored in a while. What are they doing, or what are you seeing from your power play that it's not as successful as it was earlier in the series?
I think they're doing a pretty good job finding out where lanes are. Their sticks are in the right lanes. They're making it tough on us. It's important for us not to get impatient. One thing we talked about in the LA series was just slow things down, make the play, not force it. And these guys have always gone through ups and downs, and usually it's a lot more ups than downs, but they'll figure it out.
One last question. Did you choose not to challenge the goal there in the crease just because it was not black and white in terms of your looking at it on video as to they didn't overturn a goal last night?
I saw last night's, and there was no way they were going to overturn that one.
Okay, so that's the reason. Okay, thank you.